Warning: this video might scare you. If you're easily frightened, it's best not to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
Number 1. TikTok user Wade Lanigan has shared some creepy videos that have left people feeling disturbed. In one of the clips, the home's security camera catches something unusual. While the family is enjoying time near the TV, a strange movement can be seen in the mirror. Viewers are speculating that it could be the well-known Hatman, a shadowy figure linked to paranormal sightings. The Hatman has been reported in different parts of the world for many years. He's often described as a tall, shadowy figure dressed in a hat and a long coat. He typically shows up during moments like sleep paralysis or in unsettling situations. People who see him often feel a deep sense of fear. Number 2. This chilling video was shared by TikTok user Scariest8666, though its original source remains unknown. It shows a man investigating strange, unsettling noises coming from another area of his home. What he finds has shocked many viewers. As the man looks into a dark room, the outline of a shadowy figure stands still in the darkness. When he glances back, the figure has vanished. Many viewers believe this could be the notorious Hatman, a shadowy entity instantly recognized by the hat he wears. The Hatman has become a central figure in modern urban legends, with sightings reported from all over the world. In the comments on this very video, dozens of people share their own encounters with this eerie figure. While details of the Hatman's appearance may differ slightly from story to story, the one thing everyone agrees on is that this shadowy presence is anything but friendly. Number 3. This unsettling video, uploaded by an anonymous source on YouTube, shows a strange event that took place at a police station in Serbia. A woman entered the station around 9 p.m. claiming she was being followed and felt unsafe. Since the police station was near her home, she ran there to report the stalker rather than leading him to her house. At first, the officers thought she might be under the influence due to her nervous behavior. However, after completing her report, one of the station's CCTV cameras captured something unexpected. Many believe that what was caught on camera could be the mysterious stalker she was referring to, but no one could fully understand what was going on. Could this be actual footage of paranormal activity, or is it simply a well-crafted hoax? Number 4. This shocking video was filmed by villagers in Sri Lanka near a hillside where a terrifying event unfolded. Sadly, many of the estate workers in the area have built their homes along this slope, making the situation even more dangerous. In the video, it's not a typical mudslide, but rather a powerful waterfall suddenly forming in the middle of the road. The villagers stood by, watching in disbelief as the rushing water continued without stopping. The footage captures the overwhelming force of nature, leaving viewers concerned for those living in such vulnerable areas. Number 5. 2 Russian men are seen inside a small room, seemingly discussing a tense and troubling situation. One of the men, visibly upset, insists that he doesn't want to stay in the house any longer. Just as their conversation intensifies, strange and unexplained events start to unfold, leaving both men shocked.
Блядь! Слышал? Смотри, нихуя себе! Ебать! Пиздец! Заебал ты, мурак, ёбаный! Ебать! Слышь, ребята, Ёбаный в рот. Что ты популяете? Сука. Ты что, доебать решил, что ли? Ёбаный в рот. Ебать, нихуя летает! Да ну нас! Ебать! Ебать! Сука! Не, пошли нахуй туда. Все.
Number 6. From the YouTube channel, Archival Extinto, comes a chilling paranormal investigation at the House of Spantapayos, known for reports of the ghost of Spanway.
¿Qué fue eso? Me afiguró como una cruz. ¿Una cruz? Ajá. Una tapa, una tapita. ¿Qué es? Ya. Es como una pipa, ¿no? Creo que sí. ¿Fíjate? Ah, no mames. Oye, esto. O sea, no sé si tocarlo es lo que tenga que hacer, pero vele los ojos, güey. Los tiene cosidos. Sí, están cosidos. Güey, allá, cuidado. Se ve algo allá.
During their visit, the explorers come across a peculiar item that catches their attention. As they proceed with their investigation, the team discovers that the item is a witch's symbol, which they decide to take with them as they leave the house. Meanwhile, a ghostly figure briefly appears, watching the explorers before disappearing into the fields. Although the cameraman glimpses the figure out of the corner of his eye, they are unable to locate it. The video has sparked debate among viewers, who are left wondering whether the figure is a scarecrow or something more sinister. Number 7. This deeply disturbing footage comes from the 1977 South Africa Grand Prix, an event remembered for one of the most tragic accidents in racing history. While this particular video doesn't show the entire incident, what is captured is graphic enough to require heavy filtering. The debris seen flying through the air for a brief moment is actually from race marshal Frederick Jansen van Vuren, who was struck while trying to put out a fire on the track. The car that hit him was driven by Tom Price, who tragically lost his life as well when the fire extinguisher Van Vuren was carrying hit Price in the head. This horrifying accident left viewers, and those present, deeply traumatized, as the young marshal's fatal injuries were broadcast live. Price, one of the fastest drivers on the track at the time, was also competing against reigning world champion Niki Lauda. The horrific event is rarely discussed or shown due to its graphic and tragic nature. Number 8. In Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, a man and his wife had just crossed the border, expecting a smooth journey ahead. However, they soon found themselves in a frightening situation when they encountered a line of stopped cars and several people standing nearby. As the driver cautiously approached, one car moved forward, and the people outside signaled for him to pass. It appeared safe at first, but just as he began to drive through, a pickup truck suddenly blocked his way. That's when the situation quickly turned dangerous.
It's the cartel.
The people outside started banging on the car windows and pulling at the door handles, clearly trying to force the vehicle to stop. In a moment of intense fear, the driver's quick reflexes and sharp maneuvering allowed them to speed around the blockade and escape, rushing back in the opposite direction to safety. Groups like this often set up roadblocks to hijack trucks or steal valuables from passing vehicles, including wallets, cell phones, and more. The couple was extremely fortunate to avoid a cartel attack. While it may not be the most shocking dashcam footage ever, considering what could have happened, it stands as one of the most alarming and dangerous moments ever caught on camera. Number 9. This eerie video comes from the Russian ghost hunter Tim Morosa, who runs a YouTube channel dedicated to paranormal investigations. In this episode, Tim ventures deep into the remote Russian countryside to explore a deserted home said to be cursed by a wicked witch. Tim begins by recounting the strange story of two mushroom pickers who stumbled upon this boarded-up house while exploring the rural area. After hearing unsettling noises from within, they broke in, only to be confronted by a dark shadow surrounded by thick fog. Frightened, they fled the scene and later contacted Tim to investigate the ominous house himself. As soon as Tim steps inside the decaying mansion, strange occurrences start happening.
Сама она. Тарелка. Упасть точно не могла. Упала тарелка. Не знаю, как она могла упасть. В принципе, никакая крыса, никакая мышь ее толкнуть не могла. И в темноте я дышал и увидел пар. Не знаю, было ли видно это на камеру.
He reports seeing a strange fog, much like what the mushroom pickers had described. Lights begin to sway on their own, and a plate unexpectedly crashes to the floor, while all his equipment is recording. Clearly unnerved, Tim decides to lie down on a bed to rest, but what follows is truly bizarre. While Tim is resting, his Polaroid camera suddenly takes a picture by itself, right after his equipment experiences strange high-frequency feedback. Upon reviewing the photo, Tim is puzzled. He doesn't recall taking the shot, and it seems to capture something odd. Stranger still, just before the Polaroid snapped the photo, a mysterious hand seems to reach toward Tim, only to vanish without a trace. Later in the video, things take an even darker turn.
В этом доме что-то у него замкнуло.
A black shadowy figure is seen manipulating the door handle through the laser grid Tim had set up. The shadow vanishes as quickly as it appeared. Tim inspects the door, but there's no one there. After reviewing the footage over the course of a week, Tim returns to the haunted house, but soon realizes he may have made a grave mistake.
Кто там? Кто там? Ты кто? Кто ты?
As he continues his investigation, strange events occur once more. Tim hears something fall and walks into the living room, only to spot a shadow figure in the background watching him. A bottle mysteriously appears on the floor, and the shape of what looks like a person can be seen near the curtains. As Tim speaks to the camera, a shadow swiftly moves across the mirror behind him, increasing his growing sense of fear. Things escalate further when a chair suddenly moves on its own, followed by a rope hanging from the ceiling that starts swinging back and forth. Overwhelmed by the intense paranormal activity, Tim finally decides to leave the cursed house. The video leaves viewers wondering, did Tim capture evidence of a malevolent spirit haunting the abandoned house, or is there something even darker lurking within its walls? Number 10. In August 2021, a sudden flash flood hit downtown Omaha, Nebraska. Tony, Louisiana, and his two friends were relaxing in his apartment, watching news reports about the flooding. Curious to see the city streets for themselves, they decided to take the elevator down, a choice they would soon regret. Unbeknownst to them, the lower levels of their building were already submerged in filthy sewer water.
Okay, thank you.
As the elevator reached the lobby, water gushed in, causing it to malfunction and trapping them inside with the rising floodwater. Panic set in as the water quickly filled the elevator.
That's when I I could possibly...
Once the water reached their necks, Tony realized the gravity of the situation and made a frantic call to his roommate. Without hesitation, rushed downstairs into shoulder-deep water, desperately trying to pry open the elevator doors. After a tense struggle, Dalen finally managed to free his friends, who were able to escape the flooded elevator just in time. Fortunately, all three made it out safely, without any injuries. Tony later described the ordeal as the most terrifying experience of his life, stating it was hands down the scariest thing he's ever been through.
How scary was this?
Honestly, I would say this is number one, the most scariest thing in my life. Yep. Hands down.
Number 11. Jen Berari has been documenting a haunting at her property for quite a while now. Recently, the eerie entities seem to be revealing themselves more often, sometimes hiding in plain sight. Strangely, Jen often doesn't notice them with her own eyes, but they appear later in her recordings. Take a look at this unsettling presence.
What's up? What's up? TV reflection. The f is that? Seriously, dude.
Could these glowing eyes belong to a demon? On another night, Jen heard disturbing noises coming from the woods near her cottage. Naturally, she began recording as the sounds continued.
You guys with me? The bad feels in the tremendous way. There's light coming through. It's super weird.
Jen explains that her daughter's room faces the fields and trails at the back of the house, where strange lights were seen flickering through the darkness. One night, while returning home late, Jen noticed something unsettling outside the cottage.
I swear I saw something. That night upstairs.
As she records, a shadowy figure appears to be standing right in front of the house. It's unclear if Jen confronted the figure at the time, but what she captured is undeniably chilling. Whatever is haunting Jen's home remains a mystery, and the growing frequency of these encounters raises concerns. Let's hope she can find a way to deal with whatever supernatural force is stalking her property. Number 12. This eerie video was posted on YouTube by the channel 85D Mode. It features footage from a Ring camera capturing something truly puzzling in the middle of the night. At first glance, two people are seen walking side by side along the street, both clearly casting two separate shadows. However, as they pass in front of one of the pillars, something strange happens. Only one person emerges on the other side. The second figure seems to have vanished into thin air, leaving viewers baffled. This mysterious disappearance raises the question: is this genuine evidence of paranormal activity, or could there be another explanation behind this strange event? Whether real or a clever hoax, it certainly has people talking. Number 13. JD, a resident of Chicago, has been experiencing strange paranormal activity in his home ever since a recent solar eclipse. He reports hearing strange noises and noticing objects being mysteriously moved when he isn't around. One incident stood out. JD heard knocking sounds coming from his bathroom, prompting him to start documenting the bizarre events.
I don't really believe in ghosts, but this shit's really fucking cool. Look at this. It just stops. There ain't nothing going on. Look. What the fuck? Bro, there's no fucking way. Wait, I'm really like, what the fuck? Shit's really freaking me out, y'all. If you've ever seen anything like this before, please. I'm taking some of you guys' advice. I got my holy water right here. I'm gonna insert the holy water into my water gun. Alright. And I got I'll just put it in the thing. I got the cross like you guys said, dude. I didn't. See, the thing is, I don't even know if I'm actually hitting my eye. Like, I feel like it's coming from over here. It don't do it when the door is closed. Like, it does not do it. I look stupid as fuck. Oh my God. I need to get out the house.
After applying the holy water, things took an even darker turn. The knocking escalated into loud, aggressive banging. On the advice of his viewers, JD set up a security camera in the bathroom to capture the events.
What the fuck? Don't get it.
The footage shows constant banging, but there's no visible source of the noise, leaving JD even more unsettled. Unsure of what to do next, he feels helpless as the strange activity continues to plague his home. Number 14. This surprising video was filmed in India and shows a rather unexpected encounter at a zoo. A man was recording a hippo attempting to exit its enclosure when a security guard stepped in to stop it. What's shocking is how the guard simply slaps the hippo back into its area with ease. Hippos, despite their seemingly calm demeanor, are actually one of the most dangerous animals in the world, responsible for around 500 human deaths annually. Watching the guard confidently slap the hippo is quite startling, especially when the animal tries to bite him in return. The guard, however, appears unfazed and continues to guide the hippo back without showing any concern. Fortunately, the hippo wasn't in an aggressive mood, or this situation could have taken a much more dangerous turn. What do you think of this video? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 15. A Reddit user by the name Noah Adagio 6743 shared a video that has stirred up quite a bit of debate. The video, filmed on a cell phone in Ontario, Canada, seems ordinary at first. It shows someone in a boat, cruising along peacefully until something unexpected happens. In the distance, a figure resembling Bigfoot is seen walking through the forest. The blurry footage has left viewers questioning whether this is a genuine sighting of the legendary creature or just a case of mistaken identity. Many have speculated that it could simply be someone in a costume, but no one can say for sure. What do you think? Could this be real evidence of Bigfoot, or is it just another clever hoax? Number 16. In the following video, two friends are having fun inside an indoor playground late at night when no one else is around. The area, usually packed with children during the day, is completely empty, giving the pair free rein to explore the play structures. As they goof around, something eerie is captured on camera without them realizing it at the time.
This is really hard.
I feel too big to do this.
Yeah. Wait, where'd you go, left or right? Which way? I feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland. Here, she went that way. Freaky. Yours is brighter, mine's not dark. Okay.
I feel like I keep blocking my head too.
That's crazy. There's like actually down here.
This is literally for human hamsters. Oh my god, someone bashed in this window. I feel like this.
While the two are separated in the jungle gym, the person recording hears only her friend's voice in the distance. However, later review of the footage reveals something else entirely, what sounds like a child's voice babbling in the background, even though there were no children present.
Yours is brighter, mine's not dark. Yours is brighter, mine's not dark.
Viewers speculate that the voice could belong to the spirit of a child who hasn't left the playground, raising questions about what other eerie events might happen in the play area at night. Though the friends were creeped out by the footage, the mystery of the child's voice remains unsolved. Number 17. The origins of this video are unclear, but it shows a dramatic moment on a remote highway. As the driver films, a massive semi-truck appears next to them. The road is narrow and winding, and at one point the two trucks come dangerously close to colliding. Thankfully, both drivers manage to steer away from disaster, and no accident occurs. The close call is captured in the video, highlighting just how precarious the situation was. Number 18. Solo camping can be a challenge, especially in the jungle. Even if you don't encounter any dangerous animals, the sounds of the forest alone can be quite unsettling. A woman documented her first solo camping trip in the woods, and the eerie noises she captured are enough to make anyone question if there's something supernatural at play. Number 19. This tragic video was recorded in Delhi, India, on May 25, 2024. Fires in buildings are not uncommon in the country due to a lack of strict regulations, but this incident stands out as particularly heartbreaking. The footage shows a building in ruins, but the real horror lies in the story behind the fire. The blaze was caused by an explosion, reportedly triggered by an oxygen cylinder. Tragically, 7 newborn babies lost their lives as a result. To make matters worse, it was revealed that the hospital lacked proper clearance to operate, as it didn't hold a valid license. Investigations also uncovered that the oxygen cylinders may have been illegal, and the hospital had no fire extinguishers or emergency exits. This incident is a grim reminder of the dire need for stricter safety measures, and it has sparked outrage across the country. Number 20. This unsettling video shows a man investigating a strange noise coming from the woods behind his house. As he records, something bizarre happens. He captures footage of a strange, pale creature darting by at an unnatural speed and with an eerie movement.
What is that? Oh, frick!
The sight is brief but deeply disturbing. The man appears startled and, judging by the video, seems to have managed to escape without further incident. Little information is available about the origins of the clip, though the man's accent suggests it was filmed in the USA.